So what do you think about that?
Does it work?
It catches more rain than any of the competitive products out there at about a third of the price.
Wow. So do the leaves build up on it?
You get a little bit of overlay when it's wet, but this is a filter, not a sponge, and it's a dark color, so it absorbs the heat from the sun rapidly. And then the leaves will dry, and just the slightest breeze will dislodge them. Anything that's organic, like seed pods and things like that, eventually will deteriorate and filter through it. The biggest problem you have probably is with pine straw overlay. You do get a little bit of pine straw that might accumulate up here until it rains the next time to push it off, but it does not impede the performance of the product. It still catches the water coming off the roof.
Wow. How about the sun? How long does it last?
Well, this material is actually about 30 years old. This is a new application. I don't know if you can see, hold on. If you see this top layer, how it's a little darker, that's the special coating that it has on it to resist the UV light. So we're able to guarantee it for 25 years.
Wow. Guaranteed for
25 years.
Wow.
The other issue that came up when they were applying it to a gutter application was the mold and the mildew that would tend to grow in the gutters. So this has a biocide that's blended in with the material when the product's manufactured that lasts the life of the product to prevent anything like mold, mildew, fungus, algae, anything like that from growing inside the gutters. A lot of the competitive products out here, if it rains really hard, they miss a lot of the water. They have a lot of skipping, a lot of runoff. The way that this product works is the harder it rains, it gets thirsty for the water. It wants to pull the water in the harder it rains. So,
how much water is this, like, equal to rain-wise?
I don't actually know, because I don't know what the capacity of the pump is. But I've had it on my house now for 6 years, and I've never seen it rain hard enough to overrun my gutters. This is a 6-inch K-style gutter. This is what I have on my home. I've never seen it rain strong enough to overflow my gutters.
You just had a lot of rain.
We did, right? And I even have 2 inside corners, and it even caught the rain there. It did an excellent job there. So.
Now, is this a do-it-yourself application, or do you install it?
We offer both ways. For the homeowners that want to put it in themselves, we can provide it to them by the piece. We have YouTube videos that explain the installation. It's not really rocket science. There are a few tips that have to be utilized. If the person prefers to have us do the installation, we add that as a service that we can provide. The warranty is the same. It's just whether you put it in or we put it in, you're still going to have the 25-year manufacturer's warranty. We distribute the product here. We're locally based here in Cobb. It's manufactured in New Jersey. So the company's been around a long time. This is just one particular aspect of this material they manufacture for the space industry and for the aircraft industry. It's a widely used material.
What kind of cost are you looking at for, like this, I guess, a 6-inch?
Well, this is the 6-inch, which is really an upgrade from what most builders use. You're holding a 5-inch K-style gutter. That's what most of the builders use.
Okay.
The cost per foot for you putting that in is $6.59 a foot.
Okay.
It comes in 4-foot sections. The 6-inch is $8.59 a foot. If you need it installed, we can provide that. The price for the installation ranges depending on the condition of the gutters that we find and the installation aspects, the accessibility, things like that. So we have to have a range on the install. It runs $2 to $5 a foot additional.
Okay.
So.
Wow. So you've had this on your house, huh?
Yeah. I've had it. I've been very, very pleased with the results. I was a little skeptical at first, so I did a 14-foot test area. Right. After I monitored it for about 6 months, I was convinced that it would do what I needed to do, and I put it on the rest of the house.
What about all the granules for composition shingle?
They work the way down through it. It's a very open self filter, so even if a few get trapped in there, there's enough alternative cells for the water to go through, so it doesn't deter the flow.
So is there any maintenance you have to do at all with pulling this out and cleaning it or pull it back in?
None whatsoever. None whatsoever. It's a one-time deal. You put it in, forget about it. I've had it on for 6 years. I've had to blow it off twice. Once was after the 4-month drought we had where a lot of debris had built up on it. It didn't really stop it from working, it just didn't look too pretty. And the second time was after a bad windstorm we had this past spring. But other than that, there's really no maintenance to it at all. What's really nice is if this gutter should get damaged from a tree limb or a ladder, you can replace this gutter, take this out, and put it in your new gutter. So it's indestructible. You can reuse a lot of our competitor products or extrude it all one piece. If they get damaged, you have to replace that whole run, even if it's 40 feet long. You can't reuse it. So it is an expensive boo-boo, that's for sure, when that happens. So
how do you get it over the brackets if I was to install it myself?
Well, there's 2 ways that we do that. This particular piece is notched out and just dropped down over the brackets. The way we did this piece here is we show you do a horizontal slit with this type of a hanger bracket, and then you can just slide it right back over it. The pieces have to be snug. This is open like this just for demonstration purposes. In real life, this would be a constant fill at the top of the gutter.
It's amazing.
It's simplicity is what it is. It's simplicity. So would you like us to come out and do a free home assessment for you? Well, great. Well, thanks very much. Let me get some information from you.